My name is Loretta, and I'm 24, and I'm from Baldwin Park. I just want to tell you guys a little bit about my testimony and what God's done in my life. I think everything started when I was about 14. I started being in the streets. I started hanging around with the wrong crowd. I was partying. By the time I was 16, I got introduced to the neighborhood. I was from Baldwin Park. I was from the east side. By the time I turned 17, I remember I got jumped in. And at the time I was living in the streets. I needed money fast. I remember I met this girl. She told me about a club. She said I could make money, you know, all I had to do was dance and I would make money fast. At the time I was desperate, you know, I didn't have nowhere to stay at. I needed money. So I got myself a fake ID and I went to this club. I remember the first club I ever walked into was a strip club. I was only 17 years old. I had a fake ID, and I lied about my age. I lied everything about myself. I remember I became an alcoholic by the time I was 19. I drank so I could forget about everything. I wanted to be careless and not think of the things I was doing at the time. So I remember by the age of 19, I became an alcoholic. I ended up in the hospital because my kidneys were failing. And even then, that didn't stop me. As soon as I got out of the hospital, I just jumped right back in it. I tried to substitute the alcohol with meth. I got introduced to meth. When I got introduced to it, I would snort it. I remember I used to snort it to keep me up at night because the hours were from 7 to 4 in the morning. And like I said, I needed something to keep me up at night and just to block my mind from the things I was doing. I remember getting high and it just numbing my body, it just blocking my pain, my memory. I exposed myself in a way that I wasn't proud of, you know, but I needed to forget the pain, you know. So I remember I became addicted. I was making so much. I thought I had everything under control. I was making so much money. I had money, I had a car, I had my own place. I thought I had everything under control. And little did I know, like I said, I thought I controlled the drug, but the drug was controlling me. I was all about getting high. I remember I got deeper and deeper in it. I started to sell meth at the clubs where I worked at. I would sell it to all the girls, and I noticed that I was making more money selling dope than actually taking my clothes off, exposing myself. And I stopped dancing and I started to sell dope. At the time, it was, like I said, I thought I had everything together, you know? I was making money. I had no feeling. I had no care in the world. My body was so numb and my mind was like racing. I had no time to stop and think because I was so high all the time. I remember I got so deep in it, I got arrested. I ended up in county jail in Linwood. I got arrested for possession and intent to sell. Me being in there, it didn't change nothing. I still came out, and when I came out, I came back at it even harder. It didn't stop me, you know? And the second time around, I got arrested again for possession of a controlled substance. When I was arrested this time, it was different. I was actually 2 months pregnant. And I thought like in my mind I was doomed, you know? The devil had control of my life. He controlled me. Everything I did, I had no reason to change. So I thought, little did I know, God had a big plan for me. The Lord blessed me with a child, and that was the only way I was gonna change my life. Before then, I was careless. I didn't care. Nothing mattered to me. And now when I got pregnant, after I got released, I was still getting high. I was still in the streets. I was jumping from hotel to hotel. Even then, at the time, I wasn't really thinking. I was so addicted to that lifestyle, I didn't know how to change. And one day, I got good news. I found out about Victory Outreach in Hacienda Heights. Ever since I've been going to Victory Outreach, I would say it was the first day I walked in, I got saved. And from that day on, I didn't turn back. I kept going with my life forward. And I thank God for everything He's done in my life, because now I'm on the worship team. I minister to girls that have gone through the same things that I did. And I just want to let them know that you're not alone. God is there for you. He's always been there for you, tugging at you. But you just have to surrender and ask for forgiveness for everything you've done. I just want to thank God for everything He's done in my life. And I want to thank Him for my pastors, Pastor Raul and Sister Linda. Thank you guys so much. I feel very blessed to be a part of Victory Outreach, the Heights. Thank you.
Nothing's gonna hold me